everybody. This is TJ. I'm sort of just going through my medicine cabinet right now and looking for something a little bit different to take today. Oh, wait a minute. I just found it. It's Luke Chueh's The Prisoner. And this show is sponsored by our good friends in New York City. That's right, Tenacious Toys. You can visit them online, and I'll be right back. Hey y'all, it's TJ coming at you from GoFigureNews.com, and we are mixing it up a little bit today. No, not the blues and the reds and the greens. We basically have something new from Luke Chueh, and stay tuned because we have the kookiest figure from Ron English in Propaganda. But first, again, I want to tip the hat to Benny and all the good folks over at Tenacious Toys, because without them, we wouldn't be doing this show today. So let's get right into it. This is the latest from Luke Chueh with toy maker Monkey King, and it is his little bear figure tucked away inside of a pill bottle. Check it out. So it's basically a real pill bottle. So you can see the top here. Comes with 2 cotton balls inside, which you might find in one of your pill bottles. And inside you get this little tiny resin figure. So here he is. He's only about 1.5 to 2 inches tall, and it is a cute little resin sculpt. I'm not exactly sure how many they're making of these. I know that the first edition sold out abruptly. I mean, it was like they listed it and it was sold out in moments. But you can get this right now on Tenacious Toys, and I'm going to assume that there's probably about 100 or so. Here it's got the Monkey King and Luke Chueh emblazoned on the bottom. It's just sort of like a stamp right there in silver. And the figure is pretty self-explanatory. This is probably a good way to display it on your shelf, as long as your shelf is in a safe, you put them in a safe spot on your shelf, because I think, honestly, that if this dropped, it probably could break. I'm going to give you a 360 right here. Check it out. This is Luke Chueh's one and only The Prisoner, subtitled Vicodin. Now, The Prisoner, the way that it's spelled, the R has an X through it, so it gives you all that RX. The label is very inventive. It sort of looks like something that you get at Target or CVS or wherever you pick up medications. The label says, instructions, not designed or made for children. Do not swallow contents. It's not for anyone under the age of 15. Based on the original painting by Luke Chueh, and there's 0 refills. If you want regular updates, my suggestion is to go to the Monkey King Facebook page right here, and that way you'll have the latest and the greatest, just in case they put out some kind of unique edition. And with all the cons coming up, I guarantee that there's going to be other editions of this that creep up. I think the other edition was in pink, and I am just going to assume that these are going to come in the colors of the pills that are mentioned on the bottles. His paintings deal with mental illness sometimes, depression, and the figure sort of, in this position, sort of slouched over, kind of emphasizes that a little bit. He's got a little round tail, and I like the way that they've rounded off the feet here, so it makes it a nice flat surface so he can sit nice and flat. It comes inside with a little plastic bag so that it doesn't get dinged in shipping. And basically, in terms of paint, there's just 2 little dots for black for eyes and at the tip of the nose. The arms look like they were attached as a separate piece, but it's just a perfect little vignette of a scene. It packs a punch for such a teeny tiny piece. I love the concept. I think that this could go really, really far. And it's almost like a little bit of a riff on, contemporary, A-list art, like Damien Hirst, for instance, who does his whole shtick around medicine. So that right there, ladies and gents, is The Prisoner. And it is just a cute little sculpture piece. And I think these go for $30. So look for those at TenaciousToys.com. They are in stock right now. That's where I got mine. And I am absolutely positively pleased with this as an object. Awesome. It goes on to the shelf right beside the Luke Chueh and Monkey King hung piece. They will go side by side. Now, are you hungry for more? I hope you are, because I have a big box of OBCOs. It is Smack, Crack, and Pot. OBCOs from Propaganda and the crazy gent that is Ron English. Now, he is on fire these days. I mean, beside for his own output, these serial killers figures are killing it across the board. Now, there are going to be a big release of these, but in a smaller size. I'm not exactly sure what the scale on those are. And those will be released for the cons coming in the next month or two. These range in retail value between about $60 and $70. That's how much you should pay for these if you see them out there. I do not know what the edition on these are. Originally, I thought they were about $150 each, but I think they're larger editions because of their popularity. And this is absolutely positively the best of the best in terms of the sculpt, the design, and the psychedelia of it all. Ladies, gentlemen, and puppies. Holy criminy! Look at this! Oh my goodness, the morning will never be the same. May not the evening as well. This thing is absolutely insane. If you're afraid of clowns, this thing might scare you off your pedestal. When I saw this initially announced, I thought, wow, that's like a crazy version of this character. Of course, Ron English wants to play on the whole childhood obesity, and sugar is basically the main drug in the United States and across the world in terms of breakfast cereals. But this thing is scary weird. Now let me show you this from the side. Now it's totally freakish from the front, right? It's got all three characters smooshed into one with 3 feet, but this is what it looks like from the side. This is not normal. Check out the back. And I sort of like the way that it's sort of all paneled together so that you get the red, white, and blue, but it's not red, white, and blue like a flag specifically. The hats are all sort of smooshed together. The blue sort of like bellboy hat, this sort of almost Dr. Seuss-y kind of pointed horned hat, and then the sort of Chef Boyardee sort of hat. The feet move, but the figure stays perfectly in place. So you're not going to have to worry about this tipping over. It's probably the most sturdy of the entire serial killer series. Check out these eyes. I think it was a smart stroke to make them all the same color, as well as the eyebrows. And these sort of like, almost like, I think when I was a kid, I remember there was a doll named Baby Alive. And that's what these mouths remind me of. Pointy noses, colorful paint, really well applied paint, by the way, too. I love this figure, and if you're going to be into this style of kind of really outlandish figures, this is the one of all the serial killers to get. Unless you are going to his personal website at Propaganda and checking out the sort of limited smaller editions, which do come in editions of 100, which are different, sort of more brighter, psychedelic, strange, Eastery colors. My recommendation for this, with these crazy elfin ears, look at those, and they're like pig elf ears. And I love this tie of the apron right in the back. There's just so many perfect little details that are put in here that this, I think, will be the toy of the year, at least in my mind. There is a smaller limited edition of this, which I love even more, which I may actually get to put them side by side on the shelf. But I love this hand, the way it's just out like this, you know, it just adds a little bit more of a gestural quality. This could give me nightmares, but that is the power of art. It is to evoke something, to evoke emotion. And I think this has evoked a lot in me. And these are in stock right now at Tenacious Toys. So I feel like I'm a PSA today. But I want to say that, that they do a fantastic job of stocking things like this. Whereas, you know, you might go to a lot of other online sites and it will say out of stock, but they'll still list it. Check these out. If you want to get them, that's where to get them. They have a lot of special offers. And if you join their online club, you get all crazy discounts and you get notices of things before they actually are placed online, so you're a little bit aware beforehand. But I want to highly recommend this figure, as well as the Luke Chueh Prisoner figure. These two are going to be, you know, take one and you're all set for the rest of the day. Remember to subscribe. Holla to the folks over there at TT. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Go Figure News.